In previous lecture we have finished with the significance of measurement. Now we will see the how we can make the measurements. So basically there are seven standard units or the SI units, okay, international standard units. So we'll see that 7 units and how to use that units and how to convert that units from one variable to another variable, okay. So for measurement we'll require the certain units, okay. So these units are SI units. So all the measurements are depends upon the units that will serve as the reference standard, okay. So the standard of measurement which is used in the science are those which is nothing but what, metric units. So the international system of units which is abbreviated as SI units, okay, this is common units that we generally come across into the science field. So these units are generally used for the measurements. So there are 7 basic units, okay, and out of that 7 we generally use the 5 commonly used units, which consisting of what, meter, then meter is for length, then kilogram is for weight or mass, then Kelvin is for temperature, second is for the time interval, and for the amount of substance we use the mole, okay, number of moles. So this is the 7 units. Out of this we generally use these 5, okay, first 5, and remaining 2, that is luminescence, intensity and the electric current, that are mostly used in the physics, okay, physics. So for length the SI unit is meter, for weight it is kilogram, for temperature it is Kelvin, for time it is seconds, and for the amount of substance it is mole, and for luminescence intensity it is candela, and last is the electric current which we measured using the ampere, okay. So based upon these 7 units, that is base units, we can derive all the units that we come across in the field of science, okay. So like if you want to derive the Newton is what, Newton is the unit of force. So force is how we can obtain force. So force can be obtained as the mass into acceleration, okay, mass into acceleration. So mass is given into what, kg, and this acceleration is what, meter square per second, okay. So meter square per second, okay. So this is the unit of acceleration. So Newton is nothing but what, Newton is this much unit. So based upon these 7 units, 7 base units, we can derive all the units that we came across in the science field, okay. So basic units, so we generally uses the length, mass, temperature, energy, okay, etc. So the first we will see the unit of length. So basic unit of length is what, meter, for the very large or very small lengths, okay. So like if you want to measure the large distance, we generally use the kilometer, okay. And if you want to measure the small distances atomic structure inside the atom, if you want atomic radius or the diameter of the atom or the electron proton as such, so there we use the angstrom unit, that is 10 raised to minus 10, or picometer, nanometer as such, okay. So we will certainly use the smaller units for the smaller quantities. So all of these conversions are known to us, that is for lower units, like for kilo we use the 10 raised to 3, for mega we use 10 raised to 6, for centi we use 10 raised to minus 2, for milli we use 10 raised to minus 3, then for micro 10 raised to minus 6, for nano it is 10 raised to minus 9, for pico it is 10 raised to minus 12, and for femto, if suppose femto is there, femto, then it is 10 raised to minus 15, and one which is common unit that we came across is the angstrom unit, so which is nothing but 10 raised to minus 10 meter, that is 1 angstrom unit is the 10 raised to minus 10 meter. So these are the commonly used uh, prefixes for the meter, okay, commonly used prefixes for the meter. So if if we measuring the length of higher order, then we use the decimeter, then okay, or the kilometer, megameter, okay, gigameter as such. Okay, so this like SI unit is quite important because we just need to remember the multiplication factor, okay, which is again in the base of 10. So we need not to be like remember the all the factors, we just need to remember the how much tens power it changes from one unit to the another unit, and then we can usually calculate the that difference in the two units. Now next is the volume units. So for volume we generally measure it as the cubic centimeter or the cubic meter, okay, and the SI unit for volume is cubic meter, okay, cubic meter. The SI unit for the volume is cubic meter. So the units for the volumes are, one is the liter, 1 liter, then so 1 liter is again a standard, means that volume of a 1 kg of water, okay, that is again a 1 liter because we have considered the density of water as a 1, then milliliter, then cubic centimeter, okay, and last one is the microliter, okay. Then next is the unit of mass. So the SI unit of mass is the kilogram, okay, kilogram kg, and it is the 1000 part of the, okay, if we take the 1000 part of the kilogram, it is then gram, okay. So this is the one standard convention that has been used for measuring the mass of all the substances, okay. So the mass of 1 centimeter of water at 4 degrees centigrade is considered to be the 1 gram, okay, and based upon that that volume and the masses has been developed for the substances. So as we have seen earlier, the weight is what? Weight is nothing but the force acting on the given mass, okay, force acting on the given mass. So weight is the force that will measure the pull of a given by the gravity. So the astronaut shown on the surface of the moon weighs 1/6 of that of the earth, okay. Why is it so? Because the earth has the higher gravitational force than that of the moon, okay, and the factor is 6 for the conversion of earth to moon, okay. The factor of 6 we need to incorporate for the considering the gravitational force changes. Now next unit is the temperature. So generally we come across the temperature which shows the result in the degree centigrade, okay, degree centigrade, but nowadays like we have come across the new units, not new, but we have used widely the one unit that is the uh, degree Fahrenheit, okay, degree Fahrenheit. So there we have used the for making the body temperature, which like around 96 or 95, okay. So these readings are quite familiar during this testing time, okay. So we have come across this Fahrenheit time temperature scale also. So we generally use the for the normal laboratory practice, we use the temperature as the two standard units, that is Celsius and Kelvin. We like don't use that Fahrenheit scale in our normal labs, okay. So Fahrenheit scale is generally used in the medicinal field. So Celsius and Kelvin, there is one conversion that like okay, 1 degree centigrade is what? 273.15 Kelvin, okay. So this is the one conversion. So degree centigrade is the freezing point of water is again 0 degree centigrade, and boiling point is 100 degree centigrade. So based upon this, the that temperature scale has been modified, okay. So for the water we have used the standard as the its freezing point is 0 degree centigrade and its boiling point should be 100 degree centigrade, and based upon these points the time that temperature scale has been developed. So on the Kelvin scale we can say that the 0 degree centigrade means what? 273.15 Kelvin, and the boiling point is 373.15 Kelvin, okay. So absolute zero temperature is nothing but not a 0 degree centigrade, okay. So absolute zero temperature is nothing but absolute Kelvin, okay. Absolute Kelvin means 0 Kelvin, which is nothing but what? Minus 273.15 degree centigrade. This temperature is not possible to obtain, okay, 0 Kelvin. So we have reached up to say 4 Kelvin. Up to 4 Kelvin we have used for the superconductor properties, but this 0 Kelvin is not a practical temperature right now. Okay, so this is the important conversion that we use for the converting the temperature and in the various units, that is Kelvin and degree centigrade. Okay, now next important unit is the energy unit. So energy is nothing but what, the capacity to do the work or to produce heat, and general units of the energy are what, joule and calories. So again here factor is what, 4.18. So this factor is important, that is 1 calorie is 4.18 joule. Okay, so joule is the SI unit of energy, and the calories is the quantity of heat that is arises when the temperature of 1 gram of pure water is increased by the 1 degree centigrade. So it is the energy change or the heat that has been arised due to the rise in the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree centigrade. So here we have seeing the quite higher units like tera, giga, mega, kilo, hecta, deca. Okay, so all of these units are like quite familiar in the this uh, data. Okay, data means 1 GB, 2 GB. Okay, as such. So there we are using this terms. Okay, so for hard disks also, computer hard disks, we come across this TB hard disk means terabytes. Okay, so these are the lower units, that is dc, centi, milli, micro, as such. Okay, and the basic 7 units are so meter, kilogram, Kelvin, second, mole, candela, and ampere. Okay, so these are the units that we SI units that we came across in the measurements.